Good morning, and also good afternoon and good evening for those of you joining from other parts of the globe. Thank you for joining us for the webinar today. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Alex. I'm the Group Marketing Manager for a number of shows here at Informa Markets. And I also have Vivka from Sector Global, who will be taking us through the Connect 2021 platform today. I'm sure most of you are familiar with Informa Markets, but for those of you that might not be, we're a global organization that helps specialist markets to innovate and grow, enabling businesses to connect with customers. Enabling those connections has certainly been challenging this past year with the restrictions COVID-19 has presented, but it's also forced us to innovate and look at new ways we can bring together buyers and sellers in a way that's practical, safe, and beneficial for both. 2020 saw the launch of several new digital platforms across our brands. And we saw quite quickly that through these mediums, we were able to attract larger and more international audiences, many of whom had never been to some of our in-person events, which meant that we were opening up entirely new markets. These digital platforms were in fact so successful, we're looking to further grow these in 2021. And make them a core part of our offering to customers, in addition to our in-person events going forward. With that in mind, the Connect 2021 platform is one of our digital offerings this year, taking place between the 1st of June to the 30th of June. It's a fantastic opportunity for suppliers to connect with the communities they serve, but also offers the prospect of reaching new customer bases and enabling customers to showcase products and services. So without further ado, I'd like to hand over to Vivka in a second, who will show you the platform and the opportunities it brings. We do have Q&A at the end, so if you're not familiar with Zoom, bottom of your screen, you should see a Q&A box there where you can type your question throughout. And at the end of the demo, we'll try and answer as many of these as we can. Thanks, Vivka, over to you.
Thank you very much, Alex. So I'm Vivka, and I'm going to now show you through the platform. So for that, I'm going to share my screen. So here we are. So this is the virtual event platform for Connect 2021. I'm going to show you around the whole platform. I'll show you what you can do in the platform, what information, what are your kind of opportunities in arranging meetings and showcasing or presenting your company to potential buyers. So I'm going to start with your profile, basically your presence. So when you are in the platform, every exhibitor contact will receive their own login. So if you click on the name in the top right corner, you can access your personal profile, which allows you as the exhibitor to add personal information about yourself. So each exhibitor company will have a company profile as well as a personal profile, which is used to obviously arrange one-to-one business meetings. And it also allows potential buyers to find you and arrange meetings with you. So on the personal profile section, you can enter information about yourself, basically your job title, obviously super important. So when buyers search for your company, they know exactly who to send a meeting invite to. Then you can select your local time zone as well. So any times in the platform will then adjust to where you're based. So if you are based in the US, for example, all of the times in the platform will automatically be adjusted to that. Also super important that we've got a contact number for you. So when you have your meetings during the event days, we then have a way to contact you. So we use that, I don't know, if you might be struggling to log on, or maybe your meeting partner is running late, we can then give you a quick call just to let you know what's happening, and we can then potentially reschedule, or just kind of take the meeting at a later time. Then there's some additional information about your role, your job function you can include. And obviously super important, there's also the option for you to upload a profile image. I will show you very shortly on the search page that a profile looks so much better with an image on it, because obviously it puts a face to a person. Then we have next, it's called the My Interest page. This is where you can add exactly what products or services you're offering. So obviously Connect 2021 is the combination of 6 different events. So you can select any products from any of the 6 events and add them to your profile. So again, this is super important for the search, because this is how users are going to search for you. So make sure this is always up to date to make sure you get high quality meeting invites. And then there's another tab here which shows you availability. So it lists all of the event days. And if you say you already know you're not available on one day, you can then mark yourself as unavailable, which means that whole day will be blocked out of your schedule and no meetings can be arranged. This is really important, because when you send out meeting invites, the recipient of the invite will confirm the meeting time and date. So let me go ahead and save this. And this now takes me straight away to the exhibitor company profile. You can also access it manually via clicking on the exhibitor zone drop down here. And again, this is just more information for you to add to really present your company to potential buyers. So we have a general overview of your company. So that gives you the option to add social media links. You can add a bio, any keywords, which is also really useful. Some of your products may not be listed in the product categories, but you can use the keyword section to add, product brand names maybe, or anything that describes your product or your company. This again will be used in the search later on, so users can still find you even though that product may not be specifically part of the categories available to select from. Then again, there's some more information about your company itself, like which industry or sector you work. You're also able to upload a PDF file, so that can be a company brochure, or like a product catalog. This will then also be available for attendees to download from the exhibitor profile. Once I've taken you through kind of your back office, I will show you what this all looks like in the front end to give you an idea what the visitor would see. Here on the right, you can obviously add a company logo. You can also upload additional images. So these could be images about your products or your services. Again, those also will be visible on your company profile for other event participants. Then you can also upload a profile video. So this is dependent on the exhibitor package you are you registered for. So that gives you the option to upload a video. Again, could be about your company, your products, and visitors can then view it straight from your company profile. Then the next tab are the colleagues. So when you register for your exhibitor package, we'll create a profile for your primary contact, and this primary contact is then able to invite colleagues to the platform. So when you get access, you can go on this tab and put email address in, a name and job title of your colleague, and invite them to the platform. So again, the number of people that can take part is dependent on the exhibitor package. Then next we have the virtual booth. So you can customize your exhibitor profile. We've got option 1 is just the company logo. So you just upload it on the company details page, and then that's kind of selected as a default. But you can also do something different. You can add banners, for example. So you can upload 1 or up to 8 banners, which will be displayed at the top of your page, and they slide across a bit like an image carousel. Or alternatively, again, that's if you've purchased the Platinum package, you're able to create a 3D booth. So we have a selection of different layouts available. So you can skip through those. The one you like, just go ahead and select it. And then down here, you then can upload different images. So you can see those green boxes here. They can be filled with any images you like. So you can upload those. And you can then also link them to different sections in your profile. So you can link them to your book meeting section, or you can link it to your video you've uploaded. So there are lots of different options here on how to personalize and customize your page to make it stand out. Then next we have product showcases. So just open the form up here. So you can create different product showcases. So you can create one for maybe different product ranges you've got, or just individual products. And it's super easy to complete. So you just need a title. If you upload more than one, you can also choose the order you want them displayed in. So you might want your flagship product displayed on the at first. So you can specify that here at the top. You can obviously add your description. You can include some external links, YouTube video, or a link to a PDF brochure, for example. And you can then also tag them to the products. So you can go down and select any of the products, which I'll show you in a second. All of those product showcases you create, they will be available on the product showcase page. And there is a filter option. So visitors can go in and say, oh, I'm really interested in this product. And they can then just filter and see just the product showcases that apply to this specific product. Which just really helps, obviously, for buyers to find exactly what they're looking for. Once you've tagged the products, you just add an image and hit create showcase, and that's done. Then next we have a manage leads tab. So this tab is available during the event days for you, and it gives you an overview of how many people have viewed your booth, how many confirmed meetings you've got as a company, as well as number of contact leads and details of those leads. I will in a second jump to the exhibitor profile to actually show you what it looks like. So on that profile, there's a button which says share my business card. So a visitor can go on your profile and they like what they see, maybe don't have time for a meeting, or there may be some other reasons, but they can click share my details, and then you as the exhibitor will be able to see their details in a list here. And you can also download it at any time as a CSV, so you can save their details and reach out to them maybe after the event. Okay, so I've talked a lot about how to set up the profile. Let's jump into what the profile looks like to other people. So we have an exhibitor directory here. There are some recommended exhibitors. So these are usually based on the user's profile information. We have an A to Z list, pretty self-explanatory. And then we also have one by category. So visitors can go and select the categories they're interested in, and they will then see the companies that match those categories. See companies that match those categories. Right, I said I was going to show you a perfect example. So let's jump in it. Okay, so here you can see an example of a 3D booth. So you can see those are all linked. So I can click on those and it takes me to the section in the profile. This is the share my business card button. So this is visible for all other users. If I hit the button, it'll tell me that I've shared my details now and that the company has my details to contact me. Then here's the that would be kind of the company bio, including the social media links and website. Then next here we've got the video that can be watched within the platform. And then we have a meet us section. So you can obviously book or arrange your pre-booked 30-minute video meetings. But what users also can do during the event is have drop-in meetings. So you as an exhibitor, you can mark yourself as available. So when you click on your name in the top right corner, it says drop-in room. So you click on that button, it'll open a new tab, and then that will indicate to other users on the platform that you are free to take drop-in meetings. And a visitor, for example, can come on your profile and say, oh, this looks like an interesting company. I've got a few questions. So they just hit the button here and will then instantly be connected with a contact from that exhibitor company. So it's a great way to just have a very quick instant chat with someone. Then here's the button to download the PDF product or company brochure. We have the gallery of the additional images, so you can click on those and then they enlarge as well. Then the next section is called Talk to the Team. So that is where visitors can send you meeting invites straight from your exhibitor profile. So it shows you everyone who's registered within the company, obviously including their job title and a send invite button to request a meeting with them. And then down here, the last section of the profile are the product showcases. So here, a couple of examples. You've got the image here, your little description, a link, and also any products that are linked to this product showcase. You might have also noticed that users, or you might notice that there are little star icons and all of those little cards. So visitors or anyone can add product showcases, any contacts to their favorites, and they will all be saved in the My Favorites section here at the top. Okay, so this is an overview of the exhibitor directory and exhibitor profile. Let's jump into actually searching for meetings. So on the Find Meetings page, we have auto suggestions. So again, these are based on your company or your profile information. These are people that match your criteria. So it's an easy way to kind of see, oh, who's there and who I might want to meet with. But you can also run a custom search. So on the custom search page, you can choose who you're looking to meet. So in this case, as an exhibitor, you'd probably be looking for attendees, people who might be interested in purchasing your products. And then you have the option to select one of the six or several of the six events. So I'm just going ahead and selecting the first two and see what happens. So here we have a list of results, which is already looking really good. But I can now go ahead and refine those results further. If I want to just narrow it down, maybe I can go in here and have filters I can apply to really drill down the database and find my perfect match. I can also use the free text search here. As I said earlier, this is where users can put in keywords, or if they are looking for a specific company, if you know that you want to meet a specific buyer from a company, you can type that company name in and find them that way. You can also flip over the cards to get a little bit more information about the person. So this is where the profile information is being displayed. So obviously these are all attendees you can see here, but obviously it works vice versa as well. So if attendees are looking for exhibitors, for you basically, this is how important it is. You can see that you complete all your profile information and an image and just having a little bit of a bio. That is just, yeah, makes it look a lot nicer, and it increases the chances for you to receive meeting invites as well, because the more active you are, the higher you will automatically appear in the search results. Right, so if we now found someone we really want to meet with, we just hit the send invite button, and a window opens, and we are being asked to just write a quick message explaining, I don't know, who we are and why we want to meet. And then we send off the invite, and the other person would then receive an email from us with the notification that they've been invited to a meeting. You might have also seen up here the little icons. So this is an easy way for you also to see what interests the attendee, or you as well as the exhibitor. You would have the same icons at the top. So depending on which events you're interested in, they would appear at the top of the cards. Now, I've just sent an invite out, and next I'm going to show you how to actually respond to an invite. So all of your incoming, outgoing invites, as well as confirmed meetings, are saved in the inbox section here. So we have got an invite here, which is waiting to be responded to. So I'm just going to go ahead and click respond to invite, and I now have different options. So either if I say, oh, this person is, or this company is not relevant to what we do at all, you can just politely decline the invite. You will be asked to just write a quick message, kind of giving a reason, just to let the other person know. If you think actually my colleague might be better suited for this conversation, I can forward the meeting invite to one of my colleagues. Obviously, it is important that this colleague is also registered on the Connect platform. Or, so it's the ideal case, I would go ahead and accept the invite. Before I'm going to do that, I'm going to mention down here that you also have the option to have a conversation with your potential, your meeting partner. So that option is available. This messaging feature is available for any outstanding or yet to be responded to invites, as well as confirmed meetings. So this is really useful if you've maybe arranged a meeting and you maybe do want to find out a little bit more about the person you're meeting, so you can prepare better for your meeting. So you can ask some questions and just send a few messages back and forth. Right, I'm going ahead and accepting the invite now. And I have a lot of options here. So obviously you can see all of the different event days, all of the different meeting days. You can see that some of those time slots are grayed out. So this happens, I can still select those. It simply means that the time zone I'm located in and the one of my meeting partner might not be the same. So the system automatically looks at both time zones and works out which are mutually convenient slots. So the ones that are grayed out basically means that, by the looks of it, I think my meeting partner is probably in a time zone where it's going to be super early or super late for them. So the blue ones are the recommended ones because they work well for both parties. It is just some kind of information for you. You can still select them. And if the other party's happy to get up early or stay up late, then that's obviously no problem. I'm going ahead now, though, and just go for one of the time slots marked in blue because I know my meeting partner will definitely be awake at that time. And then I scroll down to the bottom and hit the accept button. And that's how you confirm a meeting. Also, what you can do, all of your confirmed meetings, you can add to your personal calendar. So that means that you don't have to kind of keep two calendars at the same time. You just add it to your Outlook or iCalendar, and will then still get your normal reminders. And it just helps for you to manage kind of any potential double bookings. And then once the meeting is confirmed, you can still reschedule the meeting if suddenly something pops up and you need to change the time. That's no problem. You can, of course, cancel the meeting as well if things have changed for you and you won't be able to meet the person anymore. You can also invite additional colleagues. So if you think maybe a colleague might be interested in joining the conversation, you can simply invite them as well to the meeting. You will also be able to do that once the meeting has already started. And also something we always recommend doing is running a test call. So this just simply, if you run that before your meeting starts, it simply ensures that when the meeting is starting, that there are no delays due to maybe a camera not working or the audio not being set up properly. So this test call runs through or checks that your internet connection is working correctly, that your audio is working, and that your camera is set up. Okay, so that's how you confirm a meeting. And let me next show you the product showcases. So very easy. This page just lists everyone's product showcases, so all exhibitors are able to create these. And then there's a filter here where you can select the different events and different categories. I've also mentioned the My Favorites tab. So that lists favorite products. If you have selected any contacts or even conference sessions, they'll all be listed here. So anyone who adds them to the favorites, that's just kind of for yourself. The other person or any contacts, they won't be contacted, that they have been added to their favorites by someone else. So it's just something for you to just, as a reminder to keep in your mind. Then we also have a My Schedule session. And that gives you, again, a very detailed breakdown of all of the meeting days. It'll tell you all of your confirmed meetings. So this is the meeting I've just confirmed. So I can see that in here. As I said earlier, it's so important to make sure that your availability is up to date, because when you send out meeting invites, the other party confirms the meeting for you. So in here, you can also block out individual time slots. So I can click on it and just mark myself as not available. And now it's here with the red background. So again, like that time wouldn't be available for someone else to choose for a meeting with me. If you're interested in watching any conference sessions, you can add these to your schedule as well, and they will also be listed here. What's also great that if a few days before the first meeting start, you will be able to download your personal meeting schedule. So all of the meetings, any sessions you add to this schedule will be available in a downloadable format in a PDF. So you have them all at hand as well. However, we also send out meeting reminders on the day of your meeting, normally in the morning, and then also 20 minutes before the meeting is about to start. So those reminders include direct links as well. Just really make sure that you're not missing any important business opportunities. You can also block out bigger time slots. So instead of going and selecting 5-10 individual time slots, you can very simply use the quick block and unblock I have here, which is very useful. Then I've briefly mentioned the conference sessions. So there's a page here which lists all of the different conference sessions divided by the different themes. This is also where your product demos would be. So there are different, obviously, sponsorship packages available, and anyone who's booked on the product demo one, they would have their session pop up here for visitors to watch. And so this is pretty much overview of most of the platform. Most importantly, we obviously have the dashboard, which is where you'd normally can get to when you log in. It's just a bit of a summary, really, of what's going on and kind of what could be of interest to you. So at the top here is an overview of the different event days, kind of a bit of your schedule. Then you also see recommended business leads here. So based on your information, based on the product categories you've added in your profile, you get attendees recommended to you. You can also see recommended conference sessions, so you can add those to your schedule or to your favorites. And then there are also products that could be of interest to you. And yeah, so I mentioned that you get email reminders for any meetings you've booked on. There's also, we've got concierge team available, so we can be reached via phone or email. So as soon as the platform opens, at the beginning of mid-April, you'll be able to contact us if you have any issues or get stuck. But we will also be reaching out to you proactively, making sure that you've received your login email and helping you get set up to really make sure to get the most of your time during the event. And yeah, that's an overview of the platform. And I'm going to hand back to Alex.
Thank you, Rebecca. That was really, really great. We've had lots and lots of questions coming through. First of all, apologies, I should have said at the very beginning, we are recording this demo, so everyone that's signed up will get a link to this recording in the next few days. Okay, so I'm going to start going through some of the questions. So a few people have asked when they would get access to this platform. So appreciate some people on the webinar today have already confirmed to get involved in Connect. And I think we have over 100 clients now already confirmed. You will get access to the platform in May. So the actual platform will take place from the 1st of June to the 30th of June, which is when you'll actually be able to have meetings, and the live sessions taking place throughout the month will run then. However, exhibitors will get access to the platform several weeks before that. And they will also have access before visitors will have access, which means you'll have plenty of time to get your virtual booth looking exactly how you want it before any potential buyers would see it. So for the people that have asked how they would get access, that will be sent to you in the coming months. Several people have also asked if there is a how-to guide. Yes, absolutely. This is purely a demo to just give you all a first glimpse at the platform. If you have already confirmed to get involved, you'll receive an onboarding guide within the next couple of weeks. But you will also receive a dedicated call from the team to actually take you through the platform one-to-one. So, don't worry, this is not going to be your only sort of guidance about the platform. You'll have a dedicated call as well. A few people have asked how many profiles each exhibitor will get. So that's a really good question. Ultimately, it depends on the package you select. So there's 3 different packages: silver, gold, and platinum. And as you can probably guess, with the silver package, there's a smaller number of profiles you can have per company. And with the platinum, you can obviously have the highest. If anyone does want specific information about those packages, speaking to your account manager will be the best person to speak to. However, I will share some contact details at the end as well. So if anyone has any questions, you can send them over to me as well for further information on the packages. Okay, I'm just looking through these other questions. So someone's asked if they can block individual hours or entire days. So yes, I think Vipka did show that you're able to do that. So you can completely manage your own diary. Okay, and someone's asked, is each meeting request personal, or are potential clients able to send a meeting request to a company in general? Vipka, do you want to answer that one?
Yeah, sure. So meetings are based on contact level. So that's why I said it's really important that you've got your correct job title on the platform, so you can make sure to contact the appropriate person for your meeting. But as I also said, you or the other party can invite colleagues to a meeting, so there can be up to 8 people in a meeting if different input is required.
Perfect. Okay, so someone's also asked a really good question. So said that it's available from 1st to the 30th of June. Can you set up meetings during the show, before the show? So yes, so you should have access to the platform several weeks before, and then attendees will get access shortly afterwards. Then there will be a period of time where you can essentially browse the attendee list, find people that are relevant or of interest for you, and send them meeting invitations to take place over that month of June. So yes, you'll definitely be able to do that beforehand. Another question here. Is it possible to present products or company using slideshow during online meetings with attendees? I'm not familiar with slideshow, but I'm assuming that's asking whether you'd be able to share screen during the online meetings. Vipka, are you okay to answer that one?
Yes, sorry, I probably should have mentioned that, but yes, of course. So during the video meetings, you can share your screen. That's no problem. You can even share files with your meeting partners as well. So there will be on the interface, there is the option for you to message the person, but you can also send and share files with your meeting partner.
Perfect. Someone's asked if this is a global event or a UK only event. It's absolutely an international event. So I talked through at the very beginning about some of the digital events we ran last year and are running this year. And we've seen in particular that they attract a much more global audience than our in-person shows. So we very much expect that to be the case with this one as well. Absolutely be able to connect with international audiences. Okay. A few technical questions about the image sizes and dimensions. If you're confirmed to take part, you will get an onboarding pack, and that will have all the information that you need for that. A few more questions here. Okay. How do you know if someone else in the team has already requested or booked a meeting with a prospect? So that's a really good question. Vipka, are you okay to answer that one?
Yes, so our system will actually tell you if a colleague has already sent a meeting or has already confirmed a meeting with the person. So when you search for people on the contact cards, there'll be a red box telling you your colleague has already requested a meeting. So yeah, that should really help to avoid any double meetings.
Perfect. And someone's also asked the actual meeting, would it be an audio call, or does the portal send a link? So yes, it would all be within the platform, and you wouldn't be sent a link. You would simply just click a button when the meeting is about to start. If you didn't want to have your video on, you can turn it off, and it can just be an audio call. For those of us working from home, obviously like we are, that's quite understandable if you'd want to do that. Okay, got some more questions coming through. What do you expect the number of attendees to be? So this will vary by topic, but we do typically see very big attendances for our online events. So we would typically expect to see over 20,000 attendees sign up for this. But the actual registration for attendees will launch in April. So there's every chance that it could go beyond that. If there's any sort of more specific questions around the attendees or the makeup of the audience, please feel free to reach out using the contact details I'll share at the end. But there will certainly be plenty of attendees on the platform there that should be relevant for you to connect with. Another question here, can you assign a meeting to a colleague who is not set up with an account in the platform? So can you answer that one as well?
Yes, sure. Yeah, the answer is no. So people do have to be registered for the event, have to be registered with a profile on the platform to be able to join any video meetings. So probably it's best if there are any issues, just contact us, contact our team. Once we launch the platform, you receive our contact details, and we can then help to arrange and see if we can, if we find a way to facilitate meetings if there's anyone who's not on the platform.
Perfect. So yeah, as we mentioned earlier, depending on the package you go for, you'll be able to have a certain number of colleagues on the platform, and so you'll obviously want to decide at that stage that you'll have everyone that needs access to have access, and you will be able to invite those colleagues yourselves. If someone for some reason needed to change one of those colleagues at some point, is that possible? Are they able to do that themselves?
Yeah, that's not a problem. We can just email address, names over. That's fine.
Perfect. Cool. Okay. A few people have asked for a little bit more information on the timeline. So the platform will be open for attendees to register in mid-April, but as I was saying, exhibitors will have access to the platform at the beginning of May, and attendees will get access 2 weeks later, so around mid-May. So even though it will open in mid-April, attendees won't actually get access to the platform until later on in May, which basically gives plenty of time for exhibitors to collate all the information that they're going to want to display on the platform, and also gives plenty of time for onboarding and training as well. Okay, perfect. So I'm conscious of time, so I think we've covered most of these questions now. There's a few questions specifically around the packages. So again, please reach out to your account manager. However, I am also just going to share my screen so that if there are any other questions, please you reach out to me directly. So that's alex.robertson@informa.com. So if you're not sure who to reach out to or who your account manager is, please just drop me an email and I'll forward that to the most relevant person. If you're already booked on the platform, then like I said, you'll receive an onboarding guide in the next couple of weeks. And for those of you that aren't, please drop me an email if you need any more information. Great to get your thoughts as well. So if there's any feedback that you want to pass on, please feel free to drop that across as well. The recording for this will be available in the next few days. But thank you, Vivian, and thanks everyone else for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your day.